lecture today, the contracting the network and cost optimization. So we will take here one example and then we'll go forward. So whatever we have covered last lecture, that graph and cost and time related, we have discussed many more things. So this is the things to examine what will be the cost structure of the project of if some or all the activities is crashed. So that is the one thing. Crashed means that activity duration is get reduced. What will the project cost that we have to find out. Okay, so that is the main motto. We should have following data with us: normal direct cost data for each activity if it is to be completed in normal time duration. So normal cost is with us if that activity is completed within normal time. Okay, then crashed direct cost data if that activity is crashed, means if that project is get completed in a less time, that activity is completed within less time, how much extra we should require to pay. That data is also with us. After this, cost slope of each activity can be determined. So we have to first find out the cost slope. So for that formula we have gone through. So that formula we have to use. So the formula is CC minus CN, that is crash cost minus normal cost divided by normal time divided by minus crash time, Tn minus Tc. So this formula we have to keep in our mind to find out the cost slope. And one more thing is important during the example, that indirect cost rate. Okay, if this is known, then and then the total cost can be determined. Otherwise, we can able to find out only the crashed cost, but not total cost. So this indirect cost rate means if you increase one labor, if you increase two labors, how much cost is increased for that labor. That should be required to find out, or that should be, we must know per day per labor how much cost is there. So if this is these many things are with us, then and then we can go forward, or we can solve the example. The normal time of the project. So if it is not given, we have to prepare our own network and we have to find out the normal time of the project. Already we are knowing how to do it. Okay, some of the normal durations of the each activity along the critical path. So we have to find out first the critical path, as critical path is the longest path of the project and it gives us normal time. Then minimum time of the project. So this minimum time, some of the crash time duration of each activity along critical path. So what are the crash time of each activity along with the critical path? That is called minimum time of the project. That is also can be calculated very easily. There is no much more difficulties there. And one more thing is we have to keep in our mind that regarding non-critical activity. Non-critical activity need not to be spread up as their crashing is not going, because decrease the project duration further. So if we go for crashing the non-critical activities, the further duration is also going to decrease. That means project time is going to decrease. Moreover, the cost will be the high without any additional advantages. Okay, so cost is high without any additional advantage. Some non-critical activities become critical in the process of crashing the critical activity. This is the important part, because what is the critical path in our regular regular format? The longest path of the project is critical path, and generally critical path is one. But as here we are making the crashing, we are crashing the project. the critical path may be become one or more critical paths. So in sometimes two critical paths may be observed, and if two critical paths are there, we have to go for crashing of both the critical paths. And that particular part is little bit we can call it as the uh, difficulty, because not difficult, there may be the confusion may happen, because both the critical path you have to crash it for further steps. So initially we are crashing only single critical path, but due to that crashing, due to that reduction of the dates of the critical path, if two critical paths may be observed in the project, two or more or one or more, then all critical path you require to crash it for further calculations, and that will be increase your confusion. So at the same time we have to go for crashing of the both the critical paths. Then it is always better to start with crashing first, that critical activity has lowest cost slope. So that is depending upon, if one activity is having increases 200 rupees per day, and another activity increases 400 rupees per day, then we have to go for first for 200 rupees per day activity, not for 400 rupees per day activity. Okay, so this is the who has started is voice, please unmute. Okay, then that particular slope we have to find out, and we have to start it with the lowest cost from the critical path only. Okay, so though these steps, whatever these steps we are discussing, though it look like a little bit difficult to understand, but while solving the example, these are very simple steps, these are not that much difficult steps. Then we take another critical activity which is having next higher slope. So once the whatever the crashing days are there in that activity, if these are over, then we have to go for further crashing. So what are these steps are there? This is the little bit background side. These are very simple one. This is not that much difficult one. These are not critical one. Okay. Then we have to write certain things in like this way. While crashing an activity full by time should be examined whether it's affecting the non-critical activity or not. Okay, so this is your network. So what is that? So here there are we can call it as two notations are there. Okay, activity A, activity B, activity C, and activity D. Whatever these notations are there in each activity, below that each activity there are two numbers. One number is written in bracket and one number is written outside the bracket. Okay, so that thing we have to understand first. What is that? Whatever that for activity A, whatever that 5 is written, that 5 is normal time, and whatever that 4 is there, that 4 is the crusher days. Means you can reduce, you can go for crushing of the activity for that many days. Means A activity for normally it requires 4 days, but after crush it can be completed within 4 days only. Okay. Similarly for B activity, 6 days is the normal time, but it can be crushed up to 2 days. Is it right? It can be crushed up to 2 days. That means the whatever the activities of B is there, that activity can be completed in 2 days. So this 6 can be reduced up to 2. This 5 can be reduced up to 2. Just a minute.